What up? Who's here? What up, Tara? I'm back. Now I really need y'all because I'm having anxiety right now, really bad after the stressful situation that we had to go through. So now I'm leaning on y'all as family and friends. I'm not doing this for work or like doing it, doing a job. I quit messing with the truck because got more serious matters going on right now. And I don't mind sharing with y'all because I'm not ashamed, but it does suck. Yeah, me too. I really am. Um, it's nothing detrimental or nothing like that, but I mean, it is a serious situation, but nothing we can't handle. Bo will be here momentarily. All right. As he put his clothes back on. Just kidding. Oh, there's Miss Lit calling me. Hello. Hey. Yeah, I figured. What up, Bo? R Gaming. What's up? You're single? That's good to know. I'm not single. But good to hear. Thank you. That's good. We probably won't hear back from her till tomorrow or the next day. You're gonna have to keep calling. How long have we been without it? Did you find that out? Okay. Just just getting my clothes back on. Bo, did you hear that? That was a good one. What I needed that. I need y'all to help me laugh because having some drama in our little circle of life, and it's nothing we can't handle or get over. But it is causing me to have some anxiety right now because my nerves are stressed out. So how's your day going? It was going wonderful till I had to go in defense mode of defending myself, and I was blindsided. I was thank you, Wyatt. I appreciate it, brother. I was working on my truck, my light bar wiring on my truck, but I had some drama come up here in the workforce and the family that had to deal with. We have to deal with, and I wanted to go live and maybe talk about it with y'all because getting on here with y'all helps with my anxiety, and it's a stressful situation. And there was a little icing on the cake on top of that. How old are you, Tara? Happy birthday. Happy birthday, Tara. If it's your birthday, I didn't know that. Wish me a happy, oh yeah. Happy birthday, Tara. Knock, knock. So we got two Taras in here. Who's there? You're welcome, bro. Thank you, Wyatt. I appreciate it, brother. Sorry I'm not doing something cool mechanically right now, but I was abrupt, interrupted. And I'll get back to it at some point. Maybe not today, but right now I'm just here to hang out with y'all and chat and straighten my nerves back out. Do you know LeBron James? Yeah, yeah, a little bit. I don't know much about him, but I've heard of him and know of him. You're 9 years old? Oh, wow. Well, happy birthday, Tara. I don't remember who he is, honestly. I'd have to look him up again, but I've definitely heard his name. Oh, basketball player. Okay. I'm not a big sports fan, and the sports I really like is racing. I like all kinds of racing. Um, I don't have any problem with ball sports. I just not big into it. Can I have a shout out? Wyatt James. What up, Wyatt James, for the shout out? Happy birthday, Tara. Everybody wish her a happy birthday. She's 9 years old today. Bo! R Gaming. I'm a mechanic. Are you really? What kind of stuff you like working on? What kind of mechanic work do you like doing? You're welcome, Wyatt. Appreciate it, brother. Glad you're here with me. Oh, I lost it. My thing went back to my phone. Can y'all hear me good? How's the audio? I'm on my little lapel mic. Man, I had a good joke, but I can't say it now that we have a 9. Yeah, I was hoping y'all would catch on to that us having a 9-year-old in here. We got to be careful what we say. Forgive us if we say anything bad, Tara. 9 years old, welding in cars and motorcycles. Yeah, nice, very cool. My youngest son is a welder. I like the sub. Thank you, Wyatt. I appreciate it, brother. Who said yo? Harrington Steve. What's up, brother? Woo! To everybody. Big woo! Tara, honey, you may want to find another chat, right? Audio's good. Okay, thank you, bro. Appreciate it, brother. Thank you, Wyatt. Yeah, I work on cars and motorcycles. So do I, and trucks and boats and anything else that needs my attention, or somebody wants to pay me for my labor to do work on something for them. I'll do it on the side. It's not my main job. What kind of adult speakers here? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, Tara, sometimes we talk about adult stuff in here that would be inappropriate for your age. And I am sorry for that. We don't always, though, but happy birthday. I hope you have a great birthday today. What do you do work on? Well, my main job is nicotine. I don't smoke or vape, but we do sell nicotine here in the warehouse all over the U.S., except for 7 states that we're not allowed to ship to. Um, but on the side, I like working on same thing: cars, trucks, motorcycles, boats. I would say airplanes, but I ain't never worked on an airplane. But I would if I could. Someone had a problem with it and asked me to look at it, I damn sure would. Everybody like and sub. Thank you, Wyatt. Thank you. Appreciate that, brother. Look at him trying to be a mod already. Working hard. Hell yeah. I like people like that in the channel. That's how you become a mod. Working it. Putting in that work. Putting in that effort. I like it. Have you been in Indiana? No, no, sir, I have not. Do I have to? Mark P. Who's Ace? What's up? Woo! You now my favorite YouTuber. Well, thank you, Wyatt James. I appreciate it. My first name's actually James too. Secret be known. If anybody didn't know, I'm a James too, but I go by Lit. Everybody calls me Lit, or say you'll never be a mod, and they force it on you. Yeah, Mark. I can take it away if you want me to. I mean, I don't mind. Woo! I'm here. Who is it? Hang on. What's up, brother? Sorry, I'm live on YouTube. How you doing? Yeah, that's cool. I just been busy. I'm usually back here in the back doing something when you come in, so I'm sorry. You're always welcome to come back here and check on me or say hey. No, I like the company. Huh? Yeah, I was putting on my new light bars. It's sitting right there, but I backed it up on the other side of the plastic. But thanks, brother. But you're welcome to come check on me or come say hey anytime you want to. Don't be shy. All right, brother. Be good. Thank you. Our UPS guy, he's a fan too. He said he's seen the truck sitting up here and he thinks it's awesome. He loves the truck, I guess, and seen it. He said it was awesome. I was putting light bars on there. Everybody loves the truck when they see it, especially in person. The phone don't do it justice. Do you have any subscribers? Well, I sub. Yeah, I got a bunch of well, not a lot, but I've got like 1,900 last time I looked. Probably a couple more now with you subscribing. And then maybe somebody else has subscribed since I looked at it last. Was hidden by Tara. There you go, Tara. Good job. Yeah, because we don't ever know if she's here lurking, if she really is 9 years old. So, do you have any? What else did I miss? Bro, I really want you to modify a Himalayan bullet bike. I would do the best I could, but I don't have money in like that to just go buy a Himalayan bullet bike to bring it in here, and I'm not sure what that is. I'd have to look it up. A Himalayan bullet. Um, One of the guys that's in chat sometimes, Big E, he had a Himalayan, so I saw his, but it wasn't a very fast bike. I mean, but they're still cool and unique. I didn't even know about him until I met him on chat. Probably over a year ago, I guess now. I don't know how long I've known Big E through the live streams with the GOAT Army. Billy Bob! Wyatt, drop your channel. I have 9 subscribers. Yeah, well, he might not be able to because he's not a mod. It might let him, but you might not. He might can drop his link, but you might not be able to click on it. Might be what happens. But if you hover over his name, if he's got a channel and you go to his name, it should allow you to go to his channel. Right here it says, well, no, I don't see. It's not giving me the option to go to his channel. Usually when somebody has a channel, if King Kirby 23, that's why. Somebody go on there, and there you go. Tara's on it. She's on it, boy. It's like fire. Hell yeah. Thank you, Tara. She's on it. She knew I was about to ask, and she read my mind. Thanks for spoiling it, Bo. The grass tickles their balls, Tara. Oh shit. I don't know that I've ever had grass tickle my balls, but I've had other things tickle my balls. The things that really matter. All right, so there's a few of y'all in here. I'm gonna break the news to y'all. There's been comments made by the boss man, but always in a jokingly manner about all my stuff that I've got up here and my toys, like my bike and my truck. Because the truck's basically a toy because we don't drive it every day. We drive the car. You aren't a midget, Lit. No, I'm 5'8". Oh, you're talking about grass tickling my balls. Yeah. Yo! Took me a minute. I'm slow sometimes. Sorry, y'all. My mind's somewhere else right now. I was going to tell y'all. Just subbed, Wyatt. Good job. Thank you, Bo, for subbing. I have to do it later. Now, my other phone's not here with me. Himalayan motorbikes are made in India, bud. Nice. Very cool. Thank you for that, Ronnie. The grass wouldn't tickle your balls. No, it wouldn't. But when I was in martial arts, I could do a split, and it would have been able to. I can't now. Oh, shit. I'm glad the 9-year-old is blocked or hidden or whatever. Mine either. Yeah. I'm glad you're not a midget either, both. Oh shit. But anyways, I guess I'll break the news to y'all. The boss man's wife was up here yesterday dealing with their woman, another employee that hasn't been here in almost 3 months. Their so-called manager, but she's not a manager. All she does is legal work for the business, for his other businesses and this one too. So her name's Leah. She showed up yesterday at 2 o'clock, late as fuck, come in here like a bat out of hell, hadn't been here in 3 months. The owner's wife come over here and met up with her because we're behind on a lot of tax documents and stuff to keep the business legal. Not just this one, the store mostly, our other business, and he's got other businesses also. Anyways, the wife seen that I made a makeshift shower out back yesterday because Miss Lit thought it'd be cool to go show it to her. And the boss's wife, I guess, thought that hit the nail on the head and went home and they had a big talk, her and the husband, the boss man. And they want us to start, they don't think it's normal that we live here or stay here overnight, even if it is because of my anxiety. The owner's wife, which actually she's the owner, everything's in her name actually, but Louis runs the business basically. But it is in her name because he's not of origin from this country, I guess is part of why. He's Caesarean. Anyways, we will no longer be spending the night here, which is fine. We have our own home to go to in the country. It was just very convenient. But I had to go into defense mode because it was all about me and my anxiety. And I could hear everything being said through the phone because Miss Lit still had me on the phone while they were in a private conversation with the door shut in Louis' office over there at the store. So things are going to change. And it'll change for the channel too because of I'm not going to do as much work up here. But my neighbor bought my brother's old property with the shop, and it's a huge shop, and it's got a hydraulic lift and all. It's where I built my truck. Yeah, I'm sorry too, because I ain't done nothing wrong. I'm here every day. I work. I do my job. I keep my mouth shut. I go out of my way and work on all the boss man's personal stuff. The boss man's actually not real happy about it because I'm an extremist. I go to the extreme. It pissed me off so bad that I want all my shit out of here. I don't want none of my shit up here. And I don't want to spend another fucking night up here because of the way his wife acted about it. And they told us we don't have to leave right now. They told us we have time. Louis especially was saying y'all don't have to leave right now. But Lisa, the wife, she feels very differently. And she wasn't mean about it. But her true feelings came out, and I heard all of it. You take care of shit. Exactly right. Me and Miss Lit do. And we're very good to them. They're very good to us. I've been a well-balanced relationship. And anytime Louis needs me to do something personal, I've stopped charging him extra cash because we are staying here, and he gets me all my extra labor work on his fancy, very expensive vehicles for free, or any other work, like working on fixing his weed eater. I didn't charge him for that, and other little things I've done for him that I should have charged him outside of this company, but I didn't. It's not fair. It wouldn't be right. I'm living on his light bill, which I do really good to keep the light bill down, but still, we're saving light bill at home because we ain't using hardly no electricity at our home, and we're using his electricity here. Anyhow, I made the decision that we start going home tonight. Miss Lit don't want to. She wanted to wait till the weekend, and Louis said that was fine. He had no problem with it. So he asked her if he needed to bring his jack up here because he just bought $5,000 worth of brand new rims and tires, mud grip tires by Nito, and fancy ass aftermarket wheels for that badass TRX Ram truck he's got. And he was going to bring it up here and expect me to put the new wheels and tires on the truck for him, and wanted to know now if he needed to bring his own personal jack up here or if my jack was going to be up here. And I told him it would be up here until I got done with working on the Jeep and the car, or she told him, because all my shit's leaving here and going back home. All my tools, I'm going to leave a bare minimum of my own shit, my personal shit here, just in case something happens to the car or the truck or whatever vehicle we're driving that day. But tonight, this evening, I had planned on driving the truck, the trailer, and putting the bike on the trailer and taking them home, and then we drive the car back and forth. Miss Lit has asked that I keep my tools here long enough to put the exhaust on her mama's Jeep, or her Jeep, our Jeep now that we acquired, and fix the car for her son because they just spent all that money on the parts. And I said, yeah, no problem. I planned on doing that anyway. I just wanted it to be known to that family that owns this that if they want to be that way, that's fine. They are right to do that. This is a business, and I understand that. Louis has made several comments about Louis is very passive aggressive. I got to leave the good show. I am so sorry. It ain't a good show right now. I'm sorry. Make sure you take your tools and make him buy a whole new set. Mark, my mind's already there, brother. I already told Miss Lit that from now on, once I get done with my stuff and all my tools go home, I'm leaving the minimum, the few tools they had here in the warehouse here, because they don't belong to me, and I'm not a thief. I don't need them. I have my own, and I buy my own. But I will leave their stuff here, and I will take all my stuff back home and put it in my shed out back and organize it again and in the home and everything else. No problem. Take my tiny house out of here and pull it the fuck home too. My neighbor has got a badass big old shop with a 12,000 pound lift, certified lift that I used. I helped my brother install it in that shop years ago when my brother built that shop. It's a 3-bay, huge 2-story shop. And my neighbor uses it as a doghouse or a man cave. That's it. And he does little projects here and there and there. That's all. It's a glorified badass man cave, and we can do anything. He's a diesel mechanic, but he's retired. He's a veteran from the Army. Anyways, he lets his friends, and especially me, use it whenever I want, however I want. Because I was part of that shop. I helped with the building of the shop, and it was my brother's place. My brother sold it to him for a really good deal. He got the land, the double wide, and that big ass badass shop, which is all Toby wanted was the shop. Really, he didn't care about the mobile home. He basically lives in that shop. I would too. It's awesome. But anyways, he got it all for $120,000. All right, Wyatt. We'll see you later, brother. Sorry, it's not something fun, but my regular followers, I want them to know what's going on in my life, and I was having some anxiety and my nerves were shot, but I'm calming down now, and I needed to vent. And who better to vent to than y'all? Miss Lit, I even have Miss Lit stressed out some, and I don't need to vent to her no more because, truth be known, she pissed me off because we don't have insurance right now on our vehicles because she forgot to pay her insurance. And I reminded her 3 times. So we're dealing with that too. So now I don't get to drive home tonight like I want to. And it's really pissed me off. Like really bad. And I'm doing all I can to bite my tongue and not show my fucking ass. And lose my shit. Because I've asked her about it 3 different times. And she kept telling me and promising me she was going to call them. Yep, that's right, Tara. Well, you know what, Tara? I was on the phone with my mom yesterday, excited about Miss Lit paying the land off. And I told Mom that too many good things coming at one time or too fast, something bad's going to happen. And I'll be damned if it didn't happen today. Yeah, I said that. And if I jinx myself, then so be it. And maybe I did. I don't know. But it started because Miss Litt brought up a conversation that I asked her to ask Louie about. And Lisa, his wife, was there and caught wind of the conversation or the question. And she came in there and closed the door, and they had a private conversation. It was all about me and my anxiety and my mental problems and all my shit up here, my tools up here, our vehicles up here, us staying up here overnight, everything. It all came out. It all came to a head. And then we get back here, and I tell her we're going to fuck home tonight. And I said, did you ever pay the insurance? She said no. And I said, can you call and make sure we've got insurance and make the payment? And she went on there and looked, and we have no insurance on our vehicles. I do have insurance on my motorcycle, though, because she paid that because it's a separate policy with a different company. And it ain't but like $20-something or $30 a month or some shit. I don't know. Or less, or every 2 or 3 months. I don't know. But that's what we're dealing with right now. So I needed to vent, and I'm sorry for that. I can stay, bro. Well, thank you, Wyatt. I need it. Thank you. I'm sorry I'm venting, and y'all have to hear this because this ain't my normal. I don't do drama. I was just talking earlier telling y'all I don't do drama, and I'm sorry, but I was slapped in the face today several times, every which way I felt like I could be, and I wasn't even there to defend myself in person. I had to listen to it all go down over the phone through an earpiece. Never be sorry, Lit. We are here for you. So that's what's on the plate right now. We'll get over it. It's fine. Her son still got money. She still got some money in the bank, but it's so late that we might not get the insurance reinstated today. It might not happen till tomorrow because she already talked to the lady. She did catch her before she left the office. State Farm is who we have insurance with on the vehicles, and she's got to rewrite a new policy because that policy lapsed and canceled. And Miss Litt's upset and mad at herself now because I did remind her 3 times, and she had plenty of time to pay it, and she never did. And so it was that, and I wanted to go home tonight because I wanted to prove a point that I'm not staying in their fucking place again after all the shit that I had to listen to earlier on the fucking phone. And now I can't drive because I don't want to get pulled over and lose my shit or have it towed or go to fucking jail because I ain't got insurance. And that would be my fucking luck right now with what's going on today. I go drive that beautiful truck, and she drives her car, and I have the trailer and the bike all loaded up with some of her shit, and go to the fucking house out in the country, which is almost an hour away, and we get pulled the fuck over for whatever reason and not have insurance. I don't need that on top of me. So, and Louis said we were fine to stay here for a little longer. He didn't have a problem with it. It's Lisa that has a problem with it, but she said she was fine with us staying here for a few more days, till the weekend at least, or till next week. But I want to get the fuck out of here after all, because now I know how she really feels. It's really the wife, but the boss man too, but he's passive aggressive. That's not drama, that's life shit. Yeah, it is. And it's what I'm dealing with right now. So I'm sorry, y'all, that I've got a tone in my voice. It ain't nothing against y'all. It ain't nothing about y'all. I'm just venting to some friends and family that I love and I trust. And it is very personal, but you know what? I ain't scared, and I'm not fake. And I'll tell y'all what's going on in my life so that y'all understand what I'm going through. Because that's what this is about. I feel like we are friends and family. We're here to support each other, and if any one of y'all have issues, I'm gonna be there for y'all as much as I can in the same way. And if right now all I need is y'all to be here and listen and let me vent and get my nerves calmed down. I did take half a Klonopin a little bit right before I got on here, so I think it's already starting to hit me because I feel like I'm calming down, but I'm still fired up. We got you 6, bro. Thank you, Bo. I appreciate it. I love all y'all. Y'all are wonderful. Thank you. Stop saying sorry, dude. I can't help it. It's my nature. I feel like I owe an apology to y'all because y'all shouldn't have to hear this shit. Because I'm always happy-go-lucky and shit. I'm not used to shit like this happening. I'm usually on top of things, and for this to happen, it's just a big slap in the face. That's all. And I wasn't there to defend myself. I even heard Lisa whispering, he needs counseling and shit. I went to therapy. I've been to all that shit. I went to therapy for 3 or 4 years, and it helped a little bit. I learned some coping mechanism or skills and shit, but it didn't fix me. But she thinks I need therapy, and it was almost like she demands I go to therapy. But they didn't. I asked them straight up. I told Mandy, I said, ask them straight up. Am I being fired, or do I need to find a new job or get? And everything came to a head, and I was like, I'll end this right now. You tell them, because she had to translate. I wasn't there in person to defend myself, which really pissed me the fuck off. If I'd have been there, I'd probably got fired or pissed. It wouldn't have gone as good as it did with me. Not it's a good thing I wasn't there, because I don't take lightly for being things like that, especially when fingers are pointed solely at me and it's all my problem. When they've got a manager here that ain't showed up to fucking work for 3 months, and they've been trying to get her to because she's got a fucking pill problem and she's hooked on drugs, and she won't come in here and do her fucking job, and now the state and the government are threatening a lawsuit against the company, the store, vaping zone over there, not the warehouse, but the store, because the lazy ass bitch ain't been here in 3 fucking months to do her fucking job, and they had to threaten her. Lisa had to threaten her of abandonment of the job. All right, woo! But you can't put insurance. I mean, you can't get a tag at DMV without insurance. They're going to ask you what insurance company do you have on it. Okay, well, y'all figure it out. That's fine. But thank you. How much did it cost us? Well, at least they're back down. All right, wonderful. Okay, so she got insurance back on the vehicles. It's a whole new policy. We had to put a deposit down of $390, and our payments are $223 a month. Take a deep breath. Yep. And her son, her son paid the 300 of the 390. We paid 90 of it, which we've still got some money sitting in the bank. We're not broke, dead broke. But I'm being honest with y'all. So, but yeah, Tara's telling me to take a deep breath, calm down. That's what Miss Lit was trying to get me to do, but I gotta vent it out. It just takes a little while because shit like that, you don't do people like that. And what did it is Miss Lit showing Lisa, the owner, yesterday out of excitement that I made us a makeshift shower out back. And that hit the nail on the head and pushed her over the top. When she went home last night, she had a talk with the mister, the husband, Louis. And since when Mandy went in his office today to ask him the question that I told her, I asked her to ask him yesterday, last night, I asked her when she went to the store today and seen Louis, if she had time and he wasn't busy, ask him what appraisal company or appraiser he used for here at the warehouse here a month ago to have it appraised, or if he knew one that I could get to appraise my land and my home, because I would like to know what its value is, because it would be nice to know what my home and my land are valued at right now since we just paid it off. Just curious. And when that happened, Lisa was there, his wife, and she heard Mandy walk in there to his office and ask, and her office is right next to his office. She come in behind her and shut the door. And then that's when it all, I was live with y'all earlier, and I started hearing my name and shit going on about me, and that's why I told y'all I had to go, because I went straight into defense mode and offense mode, and I'm still there. So it'll take me a little while to calm down, but I'll calm down. Now I know that we get to go home tonight legally, and I'm happy about that. Thank you. Thank you. Just due on the 6th. Miss Nora, the lady at the agent of our State Farm, she told Miss Lit to put a reminder in her phone that our new insurance policy is due on the 16th of every month. Miss Lit's just been out of it, very preoccupied. She's gotten back into her old hobby of reading books, and it's been one book after another, and she's like a speed reader. I've never known anybody to read through a book as fast as she does. She'll read a big ass book that thick in 2 days. It's crazy to me. And then move to the next one. And her daughter are book readers. And she was like that before she met me. And now she's gotten back into it, which is great. But she's like got a bubble around her and gets kind of oblivious to the world around her. And I do it too. I'm guilty of it. We all are when we really get into something. And it's fine. There she is. She fixed her problem, her F up, as she called it.
I think my
we have insurance again, thank God.
It is an escape from life to a certain extent.
I get it. I've read books before in my past.
Same with Tara.
I read all the, well, not all, but I read several Ernest Hemingway books when I was younger. When I was such a Kenny Chesney follower and crazy fanatic, I wanted to read all his favorite books, and he's a huge Ernest Hemingway fan. So I read several Ernest Hemingway books that Kenny Chesney had read, especially the one, The Old Man and the Sea. That's my favorite. I'll come smack that egghead of yours, especially when I have to repost stuff. I'm sorry, Mark. I got to get it out. I'm on a rant. You know that, brother. I'm sorry. No Shoe Nation member. Yes, sir, I am. Big time. Not as big as I was, but I've been to 20 or 21 concerts, and I even went to Key West to see them play at Sloppy Joe's Bar on Duval Street.
The thing hanging in my mama's car that is still hanging in my mama's car on her rearview mirror.
What did you call it?
It's a lei, like a Hawaiian lei. And it's from a Kenny Chesney concert. I just thought that was so awesome because
it's still hanging on the mirror.
Yeah, it's still hanging on the mirror. But as much as Lit used to like Kenny Chesney and everything, and now there's that. And I said, see, we used to go to.
And no, hey Red.
Hey Red.
I'm not gay, y'all.
Baby Red. I'm calling Baby Red. All.
Woo! Hey Teresa. Anyways, I'm not gay, y'all, but I do absolutely love Kenny Chesney and his music and his lifestyle because I was born and raised on the beach. He was not. But he tries to act like Jimmy Buffett. But I love the man to death, and I went to every concert I could ever afford to go to when I was younger. I was a Kenny Chesney junkie. Every year I used my tax money and I would buy sandbar tickets. They were always very expensive to be in the sandbar, so you could be right there at the stage at his feet. And I got plenty of pictures in my past on my Facebook and everything else to prove it. And I have a big-ass Kenny Chesney poster in my bedroom still to this day of him on his knees singing like this on the mic at the end of the stage, right there in front of everybody. Yes, I do. And I absolutely love Keith Urban also. And I'm not scared to admit that. Isn't he a midget though? Yeah, he is a short little fella, but when he's on that stage, the energy that he brings, all the concerts I've ever been to, I've never been to such a high energy, such a high energy concert as Kenny Chesney brings. And yes, he is a little fella. He's short, he's 5'7", I'm 5'8". I think he's 5'7". He was born and raised in Latrell, Tennessee, which is East Tennessee. It's a tiny little town, and he he was not born and raised on the beach like I was, but he loves the beach life, and as you all know.
Y'all look who just called me.
Oh, that's Cassie, her daughter. Woo! I wasn't trying to be rude, y'all, to Miss Lit, and she knows that when I told her I'm talking. She was talking over me, and I was trying to tell y'all something. And I want her to talk to y'all. How are you, Miss Lit? She just walked off. She's over there all excited with Cassie on the phone. He must have got his permit because Cassie was off and was supposed to take Dylan to the DMV today to get his permit back so soon he can start driving the car that I'm about to fix for him. Hi, Cassie. She done walked off over there with the cart. Ratio at the concerts, usually 8 females to 2 males. I've been at a Kenny concert with Tim McGraw there in Charlotte, North Carolina, and I met some girl that had my Tractor Sexy shirt on, and it was double fisting beers, and I bent down, didn't know the girl. We were right there at the stage at Kenny and Tim's feet, and I went up under her legs and picked her up on my shoulders with her legs around my neck, and picked her up, and she had her hands up like this with the beers in her hand, and we were right there at the stage, and Tim McGraw reached over and gave her a knuckle bump and turned around while Kenny was singing and tapped him on the shoulder and told him to turn around and look at us. But then the security guard there told me to put her down because he didn't want her to fall and get hurt. True story. And I used to camp out for tickets. 3 years in a row, I camped out on the sidewalk with many others here in Columbia, South Carolina, to get the first tickets, the best tickets that money could buy before anybody else could get them. I camped out while my mom would bring me food and all. And yes, I had a tent on the sidewalk with many others. And after 3 years in a row of doing it, the city stopped us from doing it because we looked like a bunch of bums out there. And but yes, I was a diehard fucking #1 Kenny Chesney fan. I've met him out in the tailgating and shit. I've seen him do some shit that I didn't like. I got to hang out with his guitar player Clayton Mitchell in Key West. I seen him in Key West. Back then, tickets were $7. Not the tickets I bought. I was paying $1,000 or thereabouts for tickets for me because I always had to be in the sandbar. I wanted to be up there so I could give Kenny and Uncle Cracker or whoever he was with knuckle bumps or handshakes. I've shook Kenny's hand many times and give him fist bumps, and Uncle Cracker, because Uncle Cracker used to come to a lot of his shows. But I was die hard, and I've spent a lot of money over the past years on tickets taking my friends with me so I didn't go up in there alone. But you are right about all the women that would be there. For a guy to go in there, it was amazing to be around all them girls drinking. I loved it. It was a great time, and I had a great time in my 20s, in my 30s, doing all that. Now they are too much. Yeah, I don't do it now. I would love to still go, but I've grown up and my interests have changed. I still love Kenny, and I don't even listen to him as much as I used to. I'm sorry, Lit. I don't want to go, but I have to leave. It's all right, Tara. Thank you for being here. Love you, babe. We'll see each other again. I'll be here. I'm sorry I had to vent. I am. I had a great time, too. Where? At the Kenny concerts, Teresa? Did you go to them, too, or are you saying you had a great time here? Yep, right back at you, Tara. Thank you. Love you, girl. Bye, Tara. Hug, sweetie. Yep. We'll get over it. Like we said, we got one problem fixed already. She already got the insurance put back on the vehicles with a new policy. And it dropped their payments down. We don't know why, and that's why I had asked her and told her 2 weeks ago not to pay the $400 something that our insurance went up to because we didn't understand. Our payments were in the 200s, and all of a sudden it was showing we were owing 400 something a month, and I was like, wait a minute, something ain't right. I told her to call before making that big ass payment and find out why our payments doubled on our insurance, and she never would call. I asked her to do it 3 times in the past 2 weeks. She never did it. Call the insurance. I've said, I know. Okay, well, the last week or week and a half. Back to good things now. Yes, Chuck. But yes, back on a good foot. We get to go home tonight, and the channel is going to go on. We will go on. Life goes on, and it'll all be good. As a teen, I went to a lot of concerts, had a good time. Oh, yeah, me too. I was a concert junkie. I was a roadie or offered a job as a roadie with a local band that I used to help on the weekends. I would help them set up and tear down. They were called the D.B. Bryant Band from out of Possum Hollow, South Carolina, and my mom turned me on to them, and DB passed away last year. It was really sad when I heard about that because I loved that man and his guitar technique and his playing, and he was too young. He was only in his 50s, but I think he had a heart attack. And I know he was into drugs and all, but he was married and had kids, had a great life, and very successful. He wasn't rich or nothing, but he traveled a lot with his music. Yeah, life goes on, Bo. That's right, and I'll get over it. I am over it. I know what I need to do. I know where I stand. That's all. And I want them to know immediately that I am gonna make them happy by not putting them in. I understand as a business owner, we are a liability in this shop. I am a liability in this shop when I'm working on shit. Louie and Melissa do not want to be sued if I get hurt in here. And they don't offer us any kind of health care. We don't have insurance or nothing here, but we do have insurance through the state, and it's good for the most part. Once we reach our $550 a year deductible, everything's 100%. Miss Lit does that for us every year, and it's time for her to do it again. But he's cheap. He don't pay us much, and we have no health care coverage with him. And I understand where they come from, and they don't think it's normal that we don't want to go home every night. But I told them straight up, and I told Mandy she needed to tell them, it's convenient and fun. And we don't have to go to bed so early, and we don't have to get up so early so that we can drive half across all the way across Columbia from the country every morning to go to work when we stay here. And we're comfortable here, and it's fun. And it does help with my anxiety. And I get to work and tinker on shit as much as I want. And it's the best man cave ever. What man would not want to have a damn 21,000 square foot man cave that was climate controlled and gets to keep, put his shit in there and work on it and do all that we do? Someone to drive you around, Red. My license might get suspended, Mark. Well, mine won't be now. But our payments went back down, back down to where they were. So that's good. She got it done, got it paid, got us reinstated. We got insurance now. We're legal again. And I'm happy about that. I'm happy, period. And I told her to make sure Louie and Lisa knew that there wouldn't be no hard feelings. As long as they are still keeping me employed here, I will do my job. And all the extra shit, I'm not doing anymore for free. I'm going to go back the way I was doing with Louie. Every time he wanted me to do something that was not within my means of doing nicotine and hear what I was hired to do for the little bit of money I get paid, I am charging him an astronomical amount of money, cash in my hand, to do these side jobs for him. Like putting these new wheels and tires on his truck. I'm going to charge him cash if he has me do it or ask me to do it. Which is better for me. That's more money in my pocket. But I don't get to stay here every night either. I have to take my ass home every night, which is fine. I just hate the ride and hate having to deal with the traffic. And the summertime's the worst because of my anxiety. But it's cooled down now. It's not near as bad as it was, and things should be good. And I need to go home anyways, and I got plenty of shit that I need to do there. And my buddy's shop next door, Toby, he's been missing me, dying for me to be back in the shop, hanging out, working on shit because he loves my company and loves us. We're like brothers from different mothers when we get around each other. We've been picked on about our bromance and shit over the past years, and um, it'll be fine. And I'll get the shop lift. I'll get to use the lift in the shop if I need it. I wish I could use it now to put the exhaust on her Jeep and on do the suspension on the car. And I might talk to him about that if he's got his boat off of the lift. He had his jet boat on the lift because he put a new rear impeller system and all in it because it was all bad on his jet boat. But he got that fixed. Garage, you trying to help me out? I will pay you back. I ain't got no money to help you. I need money. Shit. You just need to slow down, Red. You're a cop magnet. Mark, yes, bro. I think I am a cop magnet. Yeah, well, that's part of being young and dumb and full of cum and having a heavy foot or having a wild side and many other things if the way you want to look at it. Depends on how you look at it. Because I was that guy too and still am sometimes. But there's a time and a place to do it, and you got to be smart about it. You ain't going to outrun a cop in a car or truck. Not most of us, not the normal people, unless you got one of them badass motherfucking cars that you see on YouTube, and that's very rare for the normal Joe. Or you know what the hell you're doing, and you on two wheels that's got the balls and the power, and you got the balls and the mindset to do it. And I do, and I have done it 3 times, or either 4. I know 3. I think it was 4, but I know 3 for a fact that I have eluded and got away successfully with no problem. I even showed y'all a video of one time, somewhat of the video. Maybe y'all seen the whole thing. I don't know. I can make it happen, Captain, when I need to, but I don't want to put myself in that position. It's not fun. It is an adrenaline rush, but it still ain't fun. It ain't something that should be the normal and be happening. If you know you're a cop magnet, then you need to change your lifestyle or change what you're doing, and do things a little differently. How old are you, Red? I think he's in his early 20s. I don't remember. I think he told us one time. Oh, damn. I thought you was a little older than 21. Shit, you are young. Yeah, well, Baby Rooster is right. No offense, Red. I love you, brother, but I thought you was like in your mid 20s or upper 20s, as old as maybe 26 or 27. Billy says 12. Oh shit, you gonna get him started. He's gonna get upset. Somebody's gonna have to time him out. Uh, Thank y'all for being here though and listening to me fucking rant about my personal bullshit. I know sometimes it sucks to have to be the shoulder and to lean on somebody to lean on or to vent to, and you don't want to hear it. But I just want y'all to know from the bottom of my heart, thank you for being there and listening and not just leaving as soon as you heard me talking about it. I know some of y'all left. It ain't fun. It ain't exciting. But I'll get over it. I am over it for the most part. But, my nerves were fucked up. I was pissed off. I felt like I was cornered and I had to come out fucking throwing down. That's how I felt. I was blindsided and I wasn't there in person to take up for myself. defend myself. And that shit ain't fucking cool in my mind with anybody in life. Nobody should be done that way. They should have had me part in that conversation. They should have invited me to be there in person and all of us have a sit down family talk or whatever. Because we are kind of like family here. 19 in Germany with a 74 Trans Am. I did enough stupid shit for both of us, Red. Damn, that's pretty cool though that you had a 74 Trans Am over in Germany. Young adult males live on pure dumb luck till about 30. Yeah, understand. Thank you, Teresa. Of course. Hell no, the cop was rude to me. Yeah, probably because of your attitude or something that you were doing. But sometimes they are just dicks in general. And if you're on a bike or some kind of hot duck car like that you own or whatever, as soon as he got out and seen you, he probably judged you before he even seen you because of something you done or seen, because that's how they are. And they get away with it and they know they can. They can be as judgmental as they want to, and they can judge you personally all they want and give you a ticket or whatever they want to do, and they get away with it. And that's what's so fucked up about them and their positions out there. Took it up to 145, and the steering wheel started shaking, so I just left off the gas. Yeah, best thing to do. Don't hit the brakes. As long as you got room to slow down, if something like that starts happening, you hit the brakes, probably gonna it would have made it worse, or it would have really unbalanced the car, or worse, made you wreck, or it would have warped the rotors. There ain't no telling. So that's where a lot of people mess up when they panic and they stab the brakes, like when they hydroplane or something. I've heard stories of that and I've seen it happen. Um, a lot of people overreact too soon and don't know how to react when something happens in the car and how to counter steer and just let off the gas. Or if you hit a patch of ice, you don't slam on brakes, because once you hit the brakes and your wheels lock up, you usually don't have no control. You just gave it all away. If you don't slam on the brakes and get scared and you allow the vehicle to do its thing comfortably, as long as you've got the room and space, and that's the key, and that's not always the thing. It ain't always a perfect conditions to do that. It is an import red. Is it an import red? Yeah, I think he had a 270 or 370, whatever it is, a Z. I think that's one of his cars. He was rude because you gave him your Cracker Jack license. Lit, I'm about to say bye-bye to Bob, bro. You know how he is. He's giving you a hard time, and if you let him, or as long as you entertain it, or you make him laugh because of it, then it's gonna happen, brother. Or you can just ignore it and move on and keep on talking about your situation and let Billy Bob have his fun. And then he wins. Well, that's how life works. If you get butt hurt and you give in, then you let them win and they have their way. And that's what happened today with me, basically in a roundabout way. Oh, Miss Lit's calling me and she's right over there. Oh shit. We gotta clock out, y'all. I'll take y'all with me. What do you mean shows up here on the truck with the truck? Oh, he's doing it today? Yep. Oh wow. We gotta get all our shit out. Well, No, because I can load the truck. Well, I still want my truck, trailer, and bike going home tonight because I can put the bike up in the shed and lock her up. But I can't do all that if he's in here in my way. The boss man's coming up here to put his wheels on his truck. So, what? Oh, that's smart. Good job. She went back there to move the car out of the shop so he can pull his truck in. And I didn't know he was coming tonight because he'll be able to use my jack. Sorry, I'm in the dark. I'm bumping all these air conditioners up so they make sure they don't come on if he's coming in here. I turned them down earlier because I was hot as a motherfucker because my blood was boiling because I was so stressed out. But I'm calmed down now, and I took that half a Klonopin, so I didn't know he was coming up here tonight to work on his truck. She says she told me that when she was asking me about the jack, but I don't remember hearing that. I heard something about him wanting to use the shop and wondering if he needed to bring his jack up here or if mine would be here for him to use. But I didn't know they were doing that here today, this afternoon or this evening. I thought it was probably going to be this weekend or one day this week or next week. No, it was not. No, I knew that. I'm not stupid. I know. I know shit. All right, y'all. I'm going to get off here. Again, I might come back on later, but I need to back my truck out of here and get my trailer out of here. Try to before he gets here. Because once he pulls his truck in here, I won't be able to get my truck out of here and load it up with what I want to load it up with to take home tonight. So I love y'all. I'm glad y'all were here. Sorry I unloaded on y'all, but I need to go take care of some shit. Yes. Thank you, Teresa. Love y'all. What's up, Francisco? Woo! All right, later, Mark, Red, Billy, everybody here. Thank y'all for listening and being here for me. I will be in touch. Yes, I will, Billy. Thank you, brother. I've calmed down a lot, and y'all helped me. Y'all were there for me when I needed you, and thank you. I appreciate that. That means a lot. That's what having friends is for, man. Thank you. Sorry, Francisco, I'm ending the live now, but I'll be back again. Maybe later tonight. I might go live tonight from the house once we get home and I get settled in my chair with Luca like I used to do, and I'll go live just from the house with y'all and hang out and give y'all a recap or something. I don't know. Or we'll just hang out. But I love y'all. Y'all be good, and I'll keep y'all posted. Y'all take care. Let me go get the truck out of here in my trailer before the boss man gets here. I'll see y'all later. Woo! Woo!